Vernee X1 is a phone that costs about 200 bucks and it has a massive 6200 mAh battery and pretty good specs for the price. As always, these budget phones look nice on paper, but if you want to learn all the pros and cons of the Vernee X1, stay tuned to the full TechLine HD review. The phone ships with all the usual stuff, and some extras include a headset jack adapter, a screen protector, and a soft TPU case. In terms of design, the Vernee claims that the phone uses a nano molding craft. In other words, the Vernee X1 sports a nice primer coating on top of the metal housing. I like the blue color, but the phone also comes in black. I like the overall build and feeling in the hand too. Also, I'm impressed with the fact that Vernee managed to fit a 6200 mAh battery in such a thin profile and keep the weight of the phone relatively low. That battery is going to last you a long time. Depending on how you use the phone, you should always expect to achieve over 15 hours of screen on time. My record SOT time was about 18 hours, which is quite impressive. It takes about 2.5 hours to fully charge the phone with a supplied fast charger. The display is pretty big and it's a good panel overall. However, the sunlight legibility could be better. The display simply does not get bright enough. Just above the screen we have a notification LED light, LED flash for night selfies, and a dual camera system. There is another dual camera system on the back that I will talk about a little bit later in this video. The fingerprint scanner is accurate, but just as usual with these budget phones, the display could light up a little bit faster when the phone is unlocked. There is also a face unlock feature that kind of works, but it's not always reliable and I ended up turning it off. Other features you need to know: there is a hybrid dual SIM card tray, no headphone jack, and finally the loudspeaker quality is below average and the volume output is low. Here is an audio sample. Just as most of budget China phones these days, the Vernee X1 ships with pretty good specs for the price. The overall gaming performance is quite good, but not ideal. Well, you should be able to run most of the 3D games without major issues, but you should expect to see some skipped frames here and there and even a little bit of stutter. What's more, the phone tends to get hot quickly, but it does not overheat. What I usually like about the Vernee phones is that they run on stock Android, and the Vernee X1 is no exception. However, I'm a bit disappointed that we have Android 7.1, which is not the latest version. A good thing is that the overall performance is pretty good. The phone feels fast and responsive most of the time. The overall image quality is quite bad. Well, you can take some decent looking photos for social media, but more often than not, the results will not impress you. The situation becomes much worse in low light and portrait mode looks artificial, just like on most of these budget phones. Selfies do not look good either. The secondary camera takes fake portrait shots and LED flash is not powerful enough to take decent selfies in low light. 1080p video quality is just mediocre and selfie video looks kind of terrible. Not only the footage is low quality, but the sound is out of sync. X1 smartphone. As you can see, this is handheld video just as always, and I'm holding the phone. Make sure to check out video samples and full resolution pictures that you can download and be the judge. All the links are down below the video. In terms of connectivity, I found call quality and signal reception to be pretty good. GPS and Wi-Fi works fine too. As far as sensors go, there are quite a few of them, including a gyroscope. The Vernee X1 is an interesting smartphone for the price of about 200 bucks. It offers a pretty nice design, decent display, stock Android, and most importantly, a great battery life. However, the display could be brighter for outdoor use, the loudspeaker quality could be better, gaming performance is just average, and last but not least, cameras are just bad. While you can take an okay looking image, but I'm disappointed with the overall quality. At the end of the day, I could say that you still get quite a lot of value for the price, but there are definitely some shortcomings to consider. I hope you guys found my review and summary of pros and cons useful, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the Techline YouTube channel, like the video, leave me a comment, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching, and see you soon.